Hey everybody, welcome back to Caroline's Closet. This is a topic I haven't really talked about before because I try to stick with the positive. I don't really like to uh, complain about the different platforms that are helping me make money, but there are some little things that really get to me about Poshmark. Now, notice I didn't say why I hate Poshmark. I said what I hate about Poshmark. There's a difference because Poshmark is my second favorite selling platform, second to eBay. For the four that I am currently active on, it goes eBay, then Poshmark, then Amazon, and then Mercari. So Poshmark is up there. Amazon for me in the past month or so has done far better money-wise than Poshmark, and also number of sales-wise. But I'm still scared of Amazon. I don't feel quite 100% comfortable there, and there's so many restrictions, and I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why Amazon does not make the cut for top two, but Poshmark is my second favorite. And a lot of people complain about certain things about Poshmark that I don't mind, like the shipping. I hear a lot of people gripe about $6.79 shipping cost no matter what it is. Well, those people must not sell on eBay or Amazon or anywhere where they actually have to pay for shipping themselves, because $6.79 is a steal. Unless you're selling old tiny little thin tank tops and t-shirts and jewelry products, $6.79 is really, really, really a good deal. I can't even ship flat rate envelopes, even the cheapest regular one, for $6.79, even with my eBay discount. I think my cost on those is like $6.90 with my eBay discount, and $7.33 for the padded ones that I tend to use most. So shipping to me is not an option. I kind of like that it's flat rate. It goes up to 5 pounds, and it doesn't matter what size box. So I can ship a big pair of boots or a heavy winter coat in a decent size box, and I'm still only paying $6.79. So for those of you that complain about the shipping on Poshmark, it really is a great deal. And I do kind of like that it's flat across the board, so you don't have people using shipping as a competitive advantage, trying to offer free shipping on everything, or it's just the same. Nobody can go on there and say, well, I'm going to buy from somebody else on here because I don't want to pay your shipping cost. So I like that. And then other people complain about not getting their money right away. I hear that a lot from people. I don't want to sell on Poshmark because they don't pay you until the buyer accepts the item. Well, you don't have to wait long. They pay you automatically within 3 days if the buyer has not accepted the item, within 3 days of delivery. So really it's nothing, because on eBay I get paid right away, but then I'm not going to spend that money right away. I have to wait and make sure that the buyer actually isn't going to return it or want a refund, especially for higher value items. There's always that fear on eBay. So I try to wait until they leave me feedback, or until at least I know they've received it and had a couple days. If I haven't heard from them, then I will assume I'm okay to have the money. But yes, you do have to wait. You do not get paid immediately on Poshmark. You ship the item. It goes priority mail, so they should have it within 2 to 3 days. And then within 3 days of them getting it, you will receive your money for it. So I do like that. And once they rate you, once they accept it, or once Poshmark automatically pays you, there is no threat of a refund, a return, or anything. Everything is final at the moment that the money hits your account. I personally love that about Poshmark. Wow, my voice would not wake up for anything this morning. I like filming in the car while I'm driving because I don't feel like I'm wasting my time, or those minutes could not be better used doing something else. So once I kind of get here and get going in the day, it's like, do I want to stop? I'm on a roll. I don't want to stop what I'm doing and start filming. But my throat wasn't having it on the way, so I had to come and sip some coffee for a few minutes and get settled. And now I will finish up Um, but anyway, there's a few things that still kind of annoy me on Poshmark, but they're not the big one. Not the thing that I hate the most. For instance, I really don't like that there's no direct message option to communicate with buyers, that when you don't want the comments in the comments where everybody can see them. About a week or maybe 2 weeks ago, I had a guy comment on a pair of men's shoes that I had listed, and he wrote something like, "Scammer alert, these shoes are 2 different sizes," or something. And I thought at first that he must think I'm somebody else, or so I responded and I'm like, "I think you have the wrong person." And I forget what I said, but I think I was polite, but I just honestly, I thought the message was intended for somebody else. Maybe he bought a similar pair of shoes from somebody, got 2 different sizes. And then after a while, I realized when he didn't respond to my comment, I was like, what? Maybe he's just doesn't know what he's talking about. So I looked, and there are, in 2 of the pictures, because of the angle, it does look like one shoe is bigger than the other. Obviously, when something's closer to the camera, it looks a bit bigger than the one farther away. So I'm like, well, maybe he saw the pictures and thinks I'm really trying to sell 2 separate sizes as a pair of shoes. So I went and I flagged his response, and I flagged it as offensive, and then it deletes the response. But there's no way for me to delete my response to him, so now there's this random comment under my listing from me saying, "I think you have the wrong person," and that annoys me. I mean, I guess if there were direct messaging, he probably would have still felt a need to comment there. I kind of wish the comments were obliterated completely and people just had to message you if they had questions. And I don't mind, you can delete their comments, but you have to like flag them as offensive or as spam or something like that. And I feel weird doing that. Like, I've had a couple that just want to negotiate prices. I don't want to necessarily flag them as spam. I had one lady that commented on a pair of lounge pants that I had listed. They were like a satiny, crinkly design. And she commented, she's like, if you iron these, they'll show a lot better. And that was the entire comment. I just marked it as offensive and deleted it, which, if somebody wants to sell wrinkly stuff, fine, let them be. I don't see why other people on Poshmark feel a need to try to better the closets of everybody else if they're not being asked for any feedback. But B, they were designed like that. There was a shine to them and a crinkle to the fabric, and they did in the picture appear like they could be a wrinkled pair of pants, but that wasn't the case. So that really annoyed me, and I just flagged it and deleted it. But things like that shouldn't be allowed to be posted in the comments under a listing, and then I get all sorts of people that want to negotiate there. Would you take this? Would you take this? Send me an offer if you want to know if I'll take something. Don't comment, because I don't want to answer you, and then under my listing I'm telling every other possible buyer how much I'm willing to accept or not accept, or whatever the case may be for this item. So that is another pet peeve. It's annoying. I can always just delete the items and relist them if I don't like the comments under them, but it is annoying. And plus, if there was a direct messaging option to communicate with buyers, I'd be more likely to see it if there was like an inbox. They did separate it so comments are separate. You can look just at comments, so I'm less likely to miss something as I was previously. But it would be nice if there was just an inbox where buyers and sellers could communicate directly, one-on-one. Nobody else has to see it, and be done with it there. Alright guys, so here's the whole purpose of the video. The one thing that I really hate about Poshmark, drives me nuts, is the Posh Ambassador program. It's meaningless. It's absolutely meaningless. I can't imagine why they would have this, be a Posh Ambassador, you can do this, now you're a Posh Ambassador, and then it's meaningless. There's nothing. I do believe when you become a Posh Ambassador, you can gain a few more followers, You get added to the list of connect with these Posh ambassadors when you go to find new people to follow. So more people might click on you than somebody who's not a Posh ambassador. But when 80% of the community is a Posh ambassador, that means nothing. They'll rotate through this list and everybody gets their turn. I'm not sure how that list works, but that's pretty much all you get for being a Posh ambassador. Now, maybe I'm spoiled because I've been on eBay so long and I understand how like the top rated seller program works, and I expected Posh ambassador to be similar in nature. But there's no benefits to it. There's no nothing to it. There's no prestige to it even. eBay, you get a little top rated seller badge on your listings from eBay. On Poshmark, if you want people to know you're a Posh ambassador, you have to put a little ad up in your store or add it to your description, your title on the top of your page. Poshmark's not telling anybody, hey, this is a Posh ambassador, you can trust this person. It's just me saying, hey guys, look what I did. I sold 15 items on Poshmark, so now you can trust me. And I shared maybe 5,000 items. And then my other thing with the Posh ambassador program, not only do you not get anything for becoming this Posh ambassador that everybody strives for when they first start, you keep it forever. I haven't seen any indication that people lose their Posh ambassador status. So I can get on there and sell 15 items and share 5,000 items and never touch the site again, and then come back in 2 years and I'm still a Posh ambassador. I guess it doesn't really matter if I'm still a Posh ambassador, since being a Posh ambassador is meaningless. But it's funny because I see all these people get excited about it and be like, yeah, I just hit Posh ambassador, I'm so excited. And I'm like, great, you know, I clap, yay, we're proud of you, everybody's done it now. And I mean, it's something to strive for, and you get on there, and I understand as a newbie, it's something to get excited about. You hit a mark, but then that's like the only mark you can ever hit on Poshmark. You've peaked at 15 sales. You're done. You can't get any higher, can't get any more special. You have now peaked. And I don't know how I would necessarily fix it. Oh, I do know how I would fix it. I would make sure you have to keep up certain metrics to maintain Posh ambassador status. I would make it a little more difficult to get there, and I would give some freaking incentive, something cool, something, you know, maybe a discount on fees. That'd be nice. Posh ambassadors only pay 15% instead of 20%, 18% even. Or Posh ambassadors have a $1.95 minimum instead of a $2.95 minimum. Some tiny little discount on fees, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I would incentivize it, and I would make it a little more difficult, or at least have requirements there to maintain the status. And as Poshmark, I would put some sort of an icon, something on Posh ambassador closets, so that people know that Poshmark is saying this is a trustworthy person. Now, I don't necessarily think they need as stringent criteria as eBay has for top rated seller. It is pretty difficult to maintain top rated seller status on eBay, and you have to sell $100 or 100 items or $1,000 worth, or maybe it's a combination of both, within 12 months and maintain that to get it. You have to ship within a day. You have to do all sorts of stuff to maintain your top rated seller status on eBay. Poshmark doesn't need to make it that difficult, but at least make sure people maintain their community involvement. I've seen people that are Poshmark ambassadors that have 200,000 followers. They've got 5,000 items in their closet. They've been selling like crazy, and they've shared like 10,000 total items in their lifetime on Poshmark. So that means they shared their 5,000 originally to get their Posh ambassador status, and maybe they share 1 or 2 items a day for the next 5 years, not really being involved in the community. They might not be fast shippers, they might not, there's so many things that they could do to improve and keep involved in the community, but they're still using this Posh Ambassador title because they earned it within the first 6 weeks that they were on the program, and they don't lose it, so why not? What's to keep them sharing? What's to keep them interacting with new Poshmark users? There's nothing there, no reason for them to try any harder, because they've already peaked and hit the top position in Poshmark, the Posh Ambassador status. They don't get anything for it, so that's fine. I mean, I guess why work hard for something you're not seeing any benefit from, but yeah, I just don't get it. It grates on me, and every time I see a post and somebody was super excited, hey guys, one more sale and I hit Posh Ambassador, yay, I hit Posh Ambassador yesterday. Or I'll see comments on new people's closets that say, check out my closet, blah blah blah, and I'm a Poshmark ambassador, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Like, just because you've sold 15 items doesn't mean that you can answer everybody's questions. It's hardly the experience one would need to really, I mean, I appreciate people jumping out there to be mentors and help other people brand new, but it's just, it's cute. It's so cute when somebody with 15 total sales and 100 items in their closet and they've been on the platform for 2 months gets so excited that they've hit Posh Ambassador, and now they have nothing left ever to get excited about on Poshmark because you did it. Yay. So I know somebody's going to be offended by that. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. It really grates on me. There's gotta be something. Give us something for working so hard on the platform. I'm top 10% in sharing and fast shipper, 1-day shipping time, and Posh Mentor and all this stuff. I get nothing more for it than the person that jumped on, sold 15 items, and shared 5,000 items and hasn't shared an item in the last year. So it grates on me, but that's it. Otherwise, I really do love Poshmark. So hopefully somebody from Poshmark watches this and realizes they need to adjust that program a little bit, because it's kind of ridiculous. But there goes the voice again. So that means it's time for me to sign off. So everybody give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe if you would like more content like this. And thank you for watching. Bye, everybody.